at the end of the session. We're going to go a little further into detail, get you guys all set up. So please stay on if you need help.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys all for putting this together. So a couple things here. Today, we're going to start talking about video, right? So the first question I want to know is, why wouldn't you do a video? Put your challenges in the chat box, and let's start working through those together. Wow, really? I love some of these. This is always fun to do. Awkward and cringy. Can't be serious on a video. I don't love the way I look. Feel like I need valuable content. I'm not comfortable. My face. What content? Okay. All right, look, let's in a place where people are being vulnerable, let's all kind of share in that same scenario. So when that video portal opened up, I was like, oh dear God, and my inkling was like, let me get off the screen. So the first key to doing video successfully, write this word down: acceptance. Now, why do I use the word acceptance, right? Now, as soon as you accept, you're never going to like the way you look. You're never going to like the way you sound. And that no matter how good your video is, you're always going to think it sucks. Then you can actually play the game. You don't like it. You're never going to like it. And that's okay. Because here's the reality of this. Why are you making video? It's for the person watching the video, correct? All of these challenges, why we don't do video, makes the video about us, which literally takes away and defeats it from the whole purpose to begin with. Does that make sense, everybody? Just nod your head yes, right? So look, I'll throw myself under the bus first. If you want to see somebody that has no idea what they're doing, I've been fat, I've been skinny, I've been everything in between. I've sounded like an idiot. The sound has been bad. Go type in the name Chirag Shah on YouTube and go back to 2010 and 11 and see what my videos look like. They were freaking terrible. And I never took them down off the internet. Someone goes, you're a polished, like well-known speaker and coach that has a national following. Why would you leave those videos up? Because life is about an ongoing progression, right? It's a process, not an event. My team will tell you this. I don't watch any of my own videos. If you've asked me if I've actually sat and watched any of those videos in there, no, what I do is I send the videos out to, like, you know, my little tribe of people I trust. I ask them if it's good, did it add value? What do you think? And they tell me it's good. I'm like, great, post it. Find people that will watch your video and give you feedback, right? There's a video accountability group. I tell the story of Julie O'Malley. I don't know if she's here right now. You know, Julie and I did one-on-one coaching prior, and, you know, she didn't want to do it. So in one of these sessions, I did what I call caring with force, where I literally pressed her about doing it to the point where I thought she was shaking and might have a breakdown, and I backed off. Now, if you go on Julie O'Malley's Instagram, she is like all over doing like these reels and videos and is very comfortable doing it, right? Everyone has to start somewhere. So here's the next thing about video. Your clients know what you look like. They know what you sound like. If you're weird in video, odds are you're a little weird in person, and that's okay, because that's who people like. I'm a weird dude. Like, I care about stuff that's weird, but I'm not changing who I am. If you look at my Instagram feed, I love making like raw, cool videos and stories. Now, if you ask me to make like actual real like feed videos, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, right? But you have to be okay with who you are. And the whole idea, and why I think this is so important for us to do twice a month, is simple. If you can't be comfortable with who you are, you're always going to attract the wrong clients. I'm going to say that again. If you can't be comfortable for who you are, so if you're making yourself for some person on the other end, odds are it's not the client for you. The second thing is, if you look at the most popular videos, they're like random cat videos. They're not like the polished video that's saying, hey, I'm the #1 agent in the Valley, and let me tell you about what home sold in the last 5 days. Nobody wants to be with that person today. If you look at the whole shift in the world, it's about authenticity, it's about transparency, it's about caring, connection, who you are. Correct? This is why we do video. And the #1 reason that video always wins, it is so much harder to reject a person than it is an email. I'll give you an example. Whitney's here trying out our classes for a week, right? Now Whitney decides to join, and I send Whitney a video that says, hey Whitney, it's Chirag. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to contribute to both your life and business. I hope you find the time you spend with us over the next week meaningful, and I look forward to connecting with you and hearing your thoughts. Chirag. Now I'm gonna unmute you. If I sent you that video, what would you think?
I would think that you had a genuine care in my, I think that you would really value what I'm going to get from the program, and that you genuinely care whether or not I participate.
Bingo.
It's a very
right now, if I
personal
sent you the same, email, what would you think?
No, I think that's great. That sounds really nice, but it's just not as personal.
But you see that, and in the English language, but negates everything that comes before it. So there you go. So thank you for sharing that. So what I want you guys to do is this. I want you to think about the small occasions you have in your life to use video. This is not about some grand concept of massive production and like these lights and all of this other stuff. Like, yes, you do need lighting. But what I want to teach you is, how do we do this in the most authentic ways? A woman, Irene Cook, in our morning session did a video, and I asked her, I go, who here wants to shoot a video and has something cool that they can connect with somebody with? She did. She said yes. Our team spotlighted her on, and she awkwardly goes to her friend, like, I can't even believe I'm making videos. She paused, she cringed, and it was like kind of like, you look at it and it's like, seriously? And she sent it, right? She's like, and her friend will appreciate that from her. So like, look for ways to connect with people, right? Who wants to know a good way that they can do this on open house leads? Okay, so here's the $1 million question, right? I'm going to use Whitney because you're my willing participant at this point. So if I'm talking to Whitney and she's like going through the open house, right? And I would ask her this question, be like, hey, I know you're looking through the house, and instead of going through, oh, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms? Hey, I want to know if there's anything I can help you find out about this home or neighborhood that you were not able to find on the internet. What are you looking for in this home or neighborhood that you're not able to find on the internet? Like, that's a great question, right? Now that gives you a reason to follow up, right? And another great question is, obviously a home is more than bedrooms and bathrooms. What else are you looking for that's important about a home that you weren't able to find on the internet? Oh, we want to know about the community, the commute, and everything else. And all of a sudden, like, boom, hey, Whitney, it was great to meet you at 123 Main Street. I understand it's really important for you to find out about the community, the commute, as well as I know blank was really important to you in a home. You got to listen, right? Look, let me know how I could be helpful. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us today. Ping, I could send that. I could fire these messages off all day long. Hey, Chirag Shah here. Thank you for the inquiry. I just want to put a face to the name. Really appreciate you taking the time to reach out, and I look forward to connecting with you Thursday at 5 o'clock. There's another one, right? So you could start thinking about these in rapid fire. How many people are out with either their family or kids or someone, and it sends them a thing and they don't know what to do, but they don't want to talk to them at that moment? I'm going to raise my hand, right? But sometimes here's what happens, and this is called real life being a real estate agent. What happens, see, if it's a really important lead, but you're doing something important in your life, we can't all just steamroll our family, friends, and everyone and be this person. Oh, hold on, I got a client, right? It's like, you're not giving the cure to cancer. Somebody's not dying on the other end, right? You just pick up the phone and I would say, hey, Michelle, thank you so much for your inquiry. I'm currently with my family right now, or I'm out, and I want to make sure that I'm in a quiet place where we could talk. I can give you a call this evening. I really appreciate you reaching out, and I look forward to talking to you. Who can reject a human being like that? Now, here's the other thing. Remember we talked about no is a full sentence and getting rid of all of these bad clients. Any person that will reject a human like that and be like, I need to speak with somebody now. Do you even want somebody on a client? Do you even want a client like that? No, you're not providing a professional service or looking for an indentured servant. It's a very big difference, right? So if you look at the way that we're going through all of this, it all leads back to the same thing. Quality of service, quality of life, being responsive, getting in front of people in a way that's different than everyone else. Remember, like what I said in the beginning, it's very hard to reject a human. People have emotions, right? Amanda, you were the one that said, I believe, like being able to add value. If you've sold a house, I'm going to unmute you now, and then we all have to make a video. How many years have you been selling real estate?
5.
5. Did you think you know what you're doing?
Most of the time. I certainly have
Exactly.
questions from here and there.
Yeah, and that's called being human. So you do have value to add. Like, do you know what makes somebody an expert?
Practice, training,
Knowing one
experience.
more thing than the next person,
Mhm.
right? So like, if I don't know how to update my software, my iOS on my phone, and all of a sudden Elkin tells me to, I'm like, you got to meet this guy, Elkin, man. He is an iPhone expert. Mind you, he might not even know what the hell he's doing. He just knows how to hit one button that I don't know how to hit. So I think we all get into our head. So remember, it's about connection and meaning and sharing who you are. That's what this whole entire thing is about. I'm not going to ask you to parade around on TikTok and this and that. I want you to learn how to use this in your business before you use it to build a brand. Does that make sense? Get comfortable talking to people. Look, if you mess up in a sentence, that is fine, because you don't want those hyper judgmental people. Odds are, if you talk like that on a video, you probably talk like that in person. All right, so let's get out our video and let's fire someone a message. So who has a message that they want to share with somebody? Who's going to be my brave soul volunteer? Victoria, you're up. Yep, I saw you turn your camera on. All right, let's spotlight Victoria. You and I are going to do this together. I'm going to coach you through it. All right. So who do you want to send a message to?
I can send a message to an agent that I know is watching the sports entertainment summit tomorrow that we're doing.
Oh,
Does that
okay.
work?
So yes. So look, the other thing is for agent to agent networking, right? You meet somebody, you have a conversation, fire off a video message, send them a handwritten note, put them in your database, set up a follow-up. And this is how you actually create a relationship to show that you care. All right, so let's go. I'm going to everyone mute themselves. And remember, just be you.
Am I pulling it up on my phone? I mean, am I like
Yeah.
actually doing it? Okay.
You're actually going to do it and hit send.
Okay.
No placebo effects here.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It's okay. And everyone else start doing the same. Start loading this on your phone.
Marketing videos. Okay. I have other videos I've done. You should be proud of me.
I am proud of you. I'm always proud of you. And you care about other people's well-being.
Okay. So just
You can record on your
something?
phone or your computer. Yeah, just send this person a message.
Okay.
I'll have to send Ben a message that says, I'm really proud that you were able to put a sports and help create a sports entertainment summit. So when you start your video, just start before you hit record, start smiling.
Okay, I have to stop it now.
Oh, okay, sorry. All right, I'm muting myself. I'm done.
Okay, wait, retake. Hey, Jacqueline, thank you so much for the message. One, it was so amazing to hang out with you so much at Retreat. And I'm super stoked that you're going to tune in to the S&E Summit meeting tomorrow. I'm really glad that you get to know more about it. And I really can't wait to hear your opinion. I'll talk soon. Bye. How's that? Hey, Jacqueline, thank you so much
Oh,
for the message. One, it was so.
Shush.
Okay. Hi.
Perfect. Now hit send and that's it. You could see though, right? If we were watching the part when the second part where you're like tuning in, you're like, hey, thank you so much for watching. At that point, you had something go through your head because you kind of pause and slow down and your tonality changed a little bit. And that's how people's brains work. It's kind of weird that I can notice this and like, and that's the part that most people would stop at, right? They'd be like, and you work through it. So look, think about this. No one is looking for perfect, and the people that are looking for perfect are just unrealistic. As human beings, everyone has something wrong with them, right? And that's what makes people beautiful, right? It's the individualities, it's the things that make us different. It's those things that make us people. Everyone is not the same and nobody's perfect. Nobody's exempt from feedback. Everyone does dumb things. If you think I don't do dumb things, go ask any of the people that work here, right? Like it's the reality of life. So now we have 5 minutes left. Everyone take out their phone and do a video. And if you're really afraid to send it to another person, you could send it to